Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is very different than the usual stuff I'm used to seeing in a lot of my videos here. We can kind of just move around here and listen to our good old friend.
Again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Yep, that's right. Welcome to Let's Play Portal. This is a game that released in 2007 for PCs. I think it was also kind of quickly ported to the original Xbox pretty fast. Really quickly, I want to do one thing that wasn't on here, and that is enable subtitles. Because that's something I usually like having on whenever I play these games. But yeah, this is a very different change of pace than what I usually do play. Portal is kind of like a first-person puzzle shooter. We'll kind of get more into that kind of as we go along, but yeah, we're kind of just essentially waking up in this test chamber, walking through a portal, and arriving on the other side here, so yeah. So the tutorial here will mention that we can press E to pick up objects here. This is one of my first times playing the PC version of this game. I know it's a really weird thing to say because this was kind of most famous on PCs, but when I first played Portal 1 and 2, I played them on the Xbox 360, so...
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
I don't think I can show that here, but basically, yeah, if you were to take that cube over there through here, which I think it's needed a way down the door anyway, it would just disintegrate in that field there. Just a little thing to kind of keep in mind here. I apologize for any weird rippling effects in some of these elevators. I've tested this a little bit. I am playing this on the PC, but admittedly, I'm also still kind of getting used to, like, PC setups here, so this is kind of,
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy-duty super colliding super button.
This game's really funny. So yeah, basically you want to take this cube, press it on that button there.
Please move quickly
and
to the chamber lock,
yep,
as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
pretty simple thing here. You can also you can jump by pressing spacebar on the Xbox controls, and I think this game's on PlayStation 3 as well. I think. I know Portal 2 is. In that, it's just kind of more traditional button controls, which I've actually contemplated using button controls for this, but I think I'm fine to stick with the way how it was designed.
Very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Yeah. So we can kind of just walk through here. And for heading down here, we can get our portal gun here.
You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe.
Thank you.
The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
That's just wonderful. But yeah, so basically you can use your left click to shoot out some blue portals here. And that's kind of just the general gist of that. Pretty self-explanatory, I do think.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
You can also look at these signs here, which will tell you, one, what test you are on, so we're on 3 out of 19, and usually these, if they're highlighted, will kind of tell you what dangers will be in the test chambers, which is kind of nice. This one's a pretty simple one.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Well then. But yeah, so... a lot of this first video is kind of just going to be getting used to playing with portals, which I don't mind. I don't mind playing with portals at all. What do we got here? We got cubes and cubes. Got it. So, this puzzle's not too bad. We can kind of just use a portal to get out here.
Excellent work. As part of a required
and that's
test
not
protocol,
laying that down.
We will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
I'll believe that when I hear it. Portal was like... specifically Portal 2, but also this game to a degree as well. This was a really, really big game for me growing up. Like, especially in my middle school days. Like, I was kind of in middle school when Portal 2 was coming out, and... that was kind of just a big, big part of, like, the culture and kind of, like, what my friend circle was really into and playing at the time. Which is really kind of strange, because, like, I wasn't super crazy into a whole lot of other, like, Valve games or even PC games in general. Like I said, I had this on the Xbox 360 back then. We just got some more cubes here, which isn't really so bad here. We got a portal up there. We can shoot portals on the ground here to appear on the side, which is kind of a nice touch. Anyways, we can drop that down there and do this and walk through the other side. See, now we're thinking with portals.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Well then. But yeah, so this was just a really big game for me and a lot of friends. I think I just thought it was like... I was already pretty big into other shooters at the time, and like this is a shooter in a more unconventional sense. Like it has a much bigger emphasis on puzzle solving, which I thought was really clever.
While safety is one of many enrichment center goals.
So as this one here will show...
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Yeah, so you may have noticed there was these energy balls here. You don't want to touch those. That would be certain death. But you can use the energy ball to energize that thing by shooting a portal there, and that's all she wrote.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Pretty self-explanatory, nothing too dramatic there. The first little bit of the game just does do a really good job kind of just easing you into everything and kind of just giving you a general vibe for what this game's like. So yeah, sometimes there's just loading screens on some of these elevators. It's kind of a weird thing here.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
So yeah, we got death water here and don't drink water. This room here, if I remember right, yeah, I think you want to do that missed somehow. You can crouch by holding in the control key, which is a very nice thing to keep in mind. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. That might have been a bad thing there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ooh, nice. That did go through. Okay, sweet. Managed to make that through. You can do some really weird stuff with, like, the portal and portal management. I kind of recommend more so doing this puzzle on this platform, but be wary because you will need to crouch to avoid being hit by that thing. So, yeah, just kind of keep that one in mind. Gotta ride the elevator one more time. To another load screen.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
So I can demonstrate this here. I don't think there's anything on the sign here. No, nothing we should be worried about. If you do this, that just disintegrates, and thankfully we get another one. But if we head up this way here, you may notice that there isn't.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
You may have noticed that there was a hole in the ceiling there, which is very, very convenient.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
We definitely did. All right.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. Momentum.
So this one's a little bit more interesting because if you notice here, if we fall down a hole and go through a portal, it will give us some momentum going forward. So let's try that. Whee! And I apologize if this does make anyone motion sick here, but whee!
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
So there's a yellow portal down that way, and if we head up this, if we look around here, we'll see this thing behind us here.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Pretty much what that said. And now, we go through again. Pretty self-explanatory introduction to forward momentum here. We'll be making use of that kind of later on as the game goes on. What do we got here? Oh, I think I know what this one is.
The Enrichment Center promises.
Yep, we got an energy ball and death water.
In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Thanks for that useful advice. So we have a thing in the middle here that we're going to want to take. And if we hit this, we can activate the switches with the, in this case, it's the E key, but also I gotta wait for this thing to kind of do its own thing here. There we go. Now that this thing's around here, gotta drop down, and I think we got to activate that at a certain point. That might have been it. Actually, yeah, that was it. Nice. And now we just kind of wait for this thing to slowly turn around yet again. And since this platform is in fact moving, we use it to make our way over to this thing. May be able to guess what it is here, but if you can't, it is our second portal gun.
So that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of every Mayan.
Subject hometown here.
So yep, we have 2 portals here. You can use it to open this door here. And I'm gonna throw my other portal down this way here. Not really the intended thing, but if you're quick, you can bounce out of the water there. And now that we have 2 portals, I think that's a pretty decent stopping point. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Portal. Next time, we will continue on through the Aperture Science Research Lab. Thank you for watching. I've been Masterstarman, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.